This week is about the study, The Invisible War by Chip Ingram. I believe that every church and home should be equipped with this 8-week study. The spiritual battle is a real one, but I believe it is a misunderstood one. As warriors for Christ, we as believers need to be aware of the warfare that happens in the spiritual realm and how that affects us as believers. We need discernment to recognize the battle that rages for every soul on this earth. We are to be aware of what the battle looks like so that we can better equip ourselves for the fight. Our battle's not with what we see, but it's with what we don't see. Our battle's not with people, but with Satan and his demons. There is so much to know and understand as a believer. These attacks come at us daily. We must recognize them or they will take us down. We must be fervent in our prayer life. All you need to do is watch the news to see that Satan is hard at work creating havoc on what God deemed as good in the Bible. Satan has made a mockery of what God created to be a wonder to us as believers. Just as I write this, I've ended my Netflix subscription. I've had enough of Jesus being made a mockery. He made the ultimate sacrifice for us who don't deserve it, and to create such a hideous attack of a gay Jesus is beyond blasphemous in my opinion. There are no boundaries in our society anymore. Anything goes. We need to wake up to the destruction, desensitizing, and deception of the enemy. We need to educate ourselves, our children, grandchildren, and those that we love. The time has come for us to fight back. Our country is now at stake with good versus evil. What God wanted for this country was freedom of religion, not the way the English demanded, but the way the founders of this country wanted. Our country was founded on God bless America. We are a country that was formed to love and honor God. It seems so far removed from what our founding fathers had in mind when they wrote our Constitution and our Bill of Rights. We are to be able to rise up against our government, especially when it comes against we the people, who are still the majority religious, with some form of Christianity. That means we don't just sit back and watch the country divided. Sign the petitions, call your representatives, and let the organizations that choose to offend us know that we will not take it anymore. Quit your Netflix subscriptions, quit Hallmark, and boycott Disney for their flagrant stances on homosexuality. They keep pushing their agenda that goes against our belief system, and it's time to push back. This year, we need to say no more. We will not be bullied, pushed around, and forced to pay for entertainment that doesn't support what we believe in. Stand fast in prayer. Pray for our country, our social media, and its effects on our children and grandchildren, and for the evil to quit spreading to our churches, homes, businesses, and schools. At one time, these were safe places for Christians. Remember block homes? Safe homes for children to go if they were locked out, came from an abusive home, or needed someone to care. Now we'd be afraid that a pedophile would use it to lure kids in order to harm them. We need to create safe places again. My husband and I wanted our home to be a safe place for kids to come if they had tough home lives, something I didn't have growing up. We have a pool table, video games, movies, and just a place to come and feel accepted as Jesus would welcome people to enter his presence. We need more of this way of thinking. Challenge yourself this week. Invest in this study. Gather with people who to encourage each other and to find safe places for people to gather in your community, online, or in your home. I have found a wonderful Christian community online at Christian Social Network, or CSN for short. There is no selling allowed, no harassment, and no negativity. We all share our love of Jesus Christ with videos, posts, and prayer. There's no judgment. These are Bible studies, movie nights, prayer nights, worship nights. We are a family in Christ as it was intended. We need more safe places to go to freely worship our God without hidden agendas like money behind our efforts to taint the real purpose for what we do. Jesus didn't spread the love of God for money. His disciples left their livelihood to follow him for free. If you're in ministry or living for God and your only reason for doing so should be to bring as many people to Christ as possible, God will provide for your needs. Trust in him. Check your motives today and find a way for Christians to gather safely without the wolves waiting to devour.